12 gauge. It goes, I want you to crack my sternum with your hands, with your knife, with your tongue, with your hammer. I want to hear it snap like ice sheets, feel it rip like composition diary entries. There's lines in me for you to cut along, tear here, iron perforated. I can give directions if you can keep me awake. Keep me awake. Look into my eyes while you do it, bloody hands and a death row smile. Put your fingers on my lips like drags. Let me taste the blood with your mouth. Show me what this is like for you. I am the soul the reaper hasn't sown, a ghost in a body that isn't mine. I haunt my bedroom and yours one day, rattle my chains in coffee shops. I have died the kind of death people forage for, decay found on tongues and spores and tablets, rotted and dark like close-eyed new moon stairs, been killed in every room of every house I've lived in. My soul feels like heartbeat flutters and my body feels like I am gone from lifelike memories. Bring me back, breathe my lungs, fill my stomach, beat my heart, spit in my mouth like formaldehyde, kiss me like infection, hug me like peroxide, fuck my eyes black, love my lips raw, make me feel something again, I fucking dare you. All right, and from the anthology, if I can click the right button, this is a poem called I'm a Little Bit Drunk in the Shower at 4:30 in the morning and I'm reading a book about codependency. It goes, I'm a little bit drunk in the shower at 4:30 in the morning and I'm reading a book about codependency and I'm trying to think up a really good metaphor about how I don't know how to love without it being codependent, but because I'm codependent, I feel like I need to be in love. And I thought of this idea where my ex is a cigarette and seeing her with someone else is like quitting cigarettes right before your friend starts smoking because you don't want to smoke. You've moved on. You've like really moved on. But he just looks so fucking lame. And you kind of want to smoke one again just to show him how to look cool doing it and how to make the cigarettes come. But it falls apart at the line where you're sad for the cigarette for getting smoked because you know that the smoker is fucked up like you or they wouldn't want a cigarette and she's just repeating the cycle and you really regret when you told her to do it because she needed to learn the hard way and it kind of makes it sound like you want a cigarette when you switch to vaping and you're cool with it. And I thought of this other idea to write about the skin condition I have where it gets all splotchy and sweaty areas and it's really ugly. Now I told my mom I need to talk to my doctor about it and she said not to worry because no one will see it until summer and you can't really tell your mom that you kind of think eating someone out would be great for your mental health and you really can't tell her about your codependency issues and how even if you try to abstain you know you're going to fuck up eventually and now you're in someone's apartment not talking to their roommate because your jaw is sore and you're kind of wondering if it's your mom's fault. And then I had this other idea about how I'm Scott Pilgrim and my roommate is Wallace, and I think I know who Ramona is, and unfortunately I definitely know who Knives is, and I really don't want to know who Knives is. I have hands on the low, and I prefer the graphic novels, but there's that one scene where Kim pretends to shoot herself, and it's so hot, and that would be a good line. And the whole point of that movie and graphic novels is that Scott's an asshole, and the whole thing is really bad for Ramona, and I don't want to be that, and for Knives, and I can't stop her, and the point would be that I'm an asshole, but people would miss it like they did in the movie that's too old for this whole fucking metaphor to work anyway. And then I wanted to do a thing with the whole let's play house idea, but it's kind of cliche, but the spin would be that we'd really just play, we'd just build a little house, and we'd be the parents, gender neutral to prove that I'm bi, and we'd pretend to be in love, and we'd pretend to kiss, and we'd pretend to do it with tongue, and we'd pretend that we had space for both of us, and we'd pretend that we were both happy, and we'd pretend that we were happy together too. It would be a really nice metaphor for being detached and loving the right way, but it would have this really dark subtext about how it would feel fake because it wouldn't be codependent. And then I thought maybe poems can't replace therapy, and neither can love or a cigarette or a blueberry acai Corona seltzer in the shower. $5 million.